M1 Abrams, Steel and Fire in Ukraine. Introduction. As smoke rises across the fields of Eastern Europe, where war is no longer an experiment but a struggle for survival, the United States has unleashed one of its most formidable symbols, the M1 Abrams main battle tank. Long regarded as the king of the battlefield, the Abrams has officially entered combat in Ukraine. But in a war zone dominated by kamikaze drones, muddy terrain, and pinpoint artillery, can this armored beast hold its ground? Or is it just another steel coffin in waiting? The march into the fire. In January 2023, President Joe Biden announced the delivery of 31 M1 Abrams tanks to Ukraine. It wasn't just a military aid package, it was a declaration. The West would stand behind Kyiv with the most advanced tools of war it had. The tanks were M1A1 SA, situational awareness variants, slightly downgraded from the latest models, but still boasting powerful optics, fire control systems, and upgraded battlefield awareness. Crews were trained in Germany. Logistics chains were established. Expectations soared. In early 2024, near Avdiivka, the first Abrams tanks rolled into battle, and the ground shook. The battlefield dominator. On paper, the Abrams is a killing machine. A 120mm smoothbore gun, an effective range of 2,500 meters, composite armor with depleted uranium, infrared vision, and laser rangefinders. It's a fortress on tracks. And in the early days, it showed. Abrams tanks blasted through Russian positions, eliminating T-72s and T-90s with frightening precision. Crews from Ukraine's 47th Mechanized Brigade reported, "We pierced everything. Abrams is our steel wall." Cracks in the armor. But Ukraine isn't Iraq or Afghanistan. It's a hellscape of kamikaze drones, layered minefields, artillery that can hit within meters, and FPV drones diving from the sky. Soon, Abrams tanks began to fall. By mid-2025, at least 17 to 22 out of 31 tanks had been destroyed, damaged, or abandoned. Some were taken out by cheap drones striking the weakest point, right on top. Then came the withdrawal. Abrams was pulled from frontline duty, not because it lacked firepower, but because it wasn't built for this kind of war. Its gas turbine engine was thirsty, needing fuel even when idle. Its filters clogged easily. Without maintenance every 12 hours, the tank could break down and require shipment to another country for repairs. The cost of superpower steel power comes at a price, and Abrams consumes up to 70 liters of fuel per hour, even when stationary. Keeping a full battalion operational demands fuel trucks, repair crews, and specialized equipment. Luxuries hard to come by when you're being shelled by artillery and hunted by drones. Some Abrams had to be towed off the battlefield. Others were hit and captured. Still more had to be stripped for parts. And perhaps the cruelest irony, the $10 million Abrams can be neutralized by a $500 drone. The future of tanks. Evolve or die. Was Abrams a failure? No, but it became a harsh lesson in the brutal calculus of modern warfare. In a world where drones, AI, and cyber systems dominate, tanks cannot survive as lone behemoths. They must adapt, integrate with anti-drone defenses, electronic warfare suites, and unmanned support vehicles. The U.S. is already preparing Abrams X, a lighter, more efficient, AI-powered tank designed for the next war, not the last. If deployed, Ukraine might become its testing ground. Hack conclusion. Glory isn't bulletproof. M1 Abrams brought Ukraine firepower, confidence, and global attention. But on the drone-choked battlefields of Eastern Europe, where $500 weapons can end million-dollar machines, even legends bleed. When steel meets steel, when fire meets strategy, Abrams remains a symbol.